on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Barry Production here. I am out test driving my 2002 WRX. I've been having some weird issues with my transmission recently. When it gets up to temperature, it starts making this weird noise, like a humming noise coming from the transmission. So right now I'm currently driving it, getting it warmed up. It's doing it right now. We're gonna go home and drain the transmission fluid, and then we're gonna drain the rear diff, just kind of see if we got any chunks or anything floating around in there. Possibly I might end up needing to replace the transmission, but we'll go from there. We'll see what happens when I dig into it. I'm gonna cut a couple pieces of wood that I could put my jack on and my jack stands, just because using your jack and your jack stands on asphalt, nonetheless in the middle of summer, the two don't go hand in hand, and it likes to sink into the concrete or into the asphalt. This is our drain plug bolt right here. Alright, let's try the impact. Came out a little faster than I expected. Let's see what we're in for. Ooh. Mind you, I don't think this has ever been changed. It's never been changed since I owned it. I'm scared to look at the drain plug. Oh yeah. She's got some metal shavings on there for sure. Alright guys, so I got the transmission plug pulled. The oil is currently draining. It smells terrible, of course. Good old gear oil. I thought I was going to see a lot more chunks and flakes on it, since I've never changed the gear oil in it, and I've beat up that transmission plenty of times. So I'll let you guys check it out though. So there's quite a bit on there. Good, like 1/8 of an inch. Trying to feel if I feel any big chunks. All feels pretty fine. Fine metal shavings. So as you can see, there's quite a bit on the drain plug. I'm still gonna go ahead and just put new transmission fluid in it, new rear diff fluid after I get the rear diff drained. See if we can't get that noise to go away somewhat. If not, Am I looking to get in a used transmission for now, or get this one just rebuilt and have it sit for a while? I don't really want it to sit though, I want to drive it. So winter's right around the corner. We're gonna go ahead and do the rear diff now. The transmission should be done draining. Let's see what we got. Sounds like it's still, yeah, it's still draining a little bit. Got my magnet. I'm gonna move it around in here and see if it picks up any big chunks. Hard to tell. So as you can see, that oil is quite shiny. We're just gonna go ahead and send it. We're gonna put some new oil in it and see how it runs. But for now, we're gonna take a quick little break because I'm starving and Fat Boy over here has to eat. Oh. All right, guys, at this point, I'm gonna remove my rear diff drain plug bolts. I'm gonna start with my top drain plug bolt before I remove my bottom. If you remove your bottom drain plug bolt before you remove your top and the top doesn't come out, you won't be able to refill your rear diff. What? What?
Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. Here.
Wow. Holy shit. That's gonna piss my neighbor off. Holy shit. Oh my god. So,
You okay?
no, this bolt is stuck. I should already have this done. Wow. Alright, well, guess that does it for the night. That sucks. I'm gonna have to let these bolts soak. I can't keep hitting it with that impact. What time is it?
It's 11.
Weekend, but still. I'm gonna try one more time. Damn. Alright guys, I am now removing the passenger side rear tire. That way I could get more leverage to pull up on the breaker bar. Yeah, we finally got it free. Alright guys, we finally got the top drain plug bolt loosened. I had to soak it last night with some PB Blaster, let it sit all night. I hit it with the impact, wouldn't come out last night. I tried using the cheater bar and a big 1/2-inch ratchet that I have. Still didn't budge, so this morning I went ahead and I sprayed it again. I went to Harbor Freight. I picked me up a 1/2-inch ratchet and breaker bar. Put the cheater bar from my jack on the end of that and got a bunch of leverage and was able to get it free. I also pulled the tire off in the rear, that way I had more room to actually pull up on it because my room was very limited. Then after that, went ahead and put the impact back on it and hit it to get it the rest of the way out. It's loose now, so now we're going to go ahead and drain it. We're about to see what the rear diff fluid looks like. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. So let's check it out. Got some metal shavings, but honestly not a whole lot. I thought there was going to be a lot more. There's no big chunks in it. We'll get that cleaned up, let this drain, then we'll get it put back in. Doesn't look too bad. There's honestly more metal shavings in the transmission, on the transmission drain plug, than there was on the rear diff. So I'll just get that cleaned up here a little bit. Definitely caked on there, if you can see. So this one right here, this one is your bottom drain plug, which has the magnet on it to pick up any loose shavings that are floating around in your diff. Then this one's just your regular drain plug for the top. Nothing special about that. Just don't get those mixed up when you're putting them back. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and torque the drain plugs back down. The fill plug and the lower drain plug are both torqued to 36.2. So let's make sure we do that. it's working. It doesn't screw on fully, but you can see it's pumping. Alright, I'm just going to keep pumping the rear diff fluid into the top fill hole. Once it starts leaking back out of the top fill hole, we know it's nice and full. So now we're going to go ahead and torque the transmission drain plug down. It requires 32.5 foot-pounds. So we'll go ahead and switch this up. So as you can see, I had to build a funnel contraption, 3 different funnels set up, but we're gonna make it work. Alright guys, sorry that took a long time. So we got the rear diff fluid changed out, new fluids in. We got the transmission fluid changed out, new transmission fluids in it. I'm pretty sure my battery's dead. We're gonna try and start it. If it don't start, I might have to throw the jump box on it. We're gonna take it for a drive and see how it's doing, see if it's still creating that noise or not. Hopefully we can get a little bit more life out of it before we have to replace this transmission. So let's find out. Back her out and then take it for a test drive. Alright guys, so far it's driving smooth. It's not making any noises at the moment. However, it wasn't making any noises before until we drove it around for about 15-20 minutes. So we're gonna let it warm up a little bit and see how it does. As of right now, it seems to be running okay. Quick little update. We've been driving it around for about 10 minutes now. And it's definitely still making the noise. It's not as loud as it was. It's more faint now, but I still hear it. And definitely gonna have to figure something out about this transmission. Like I said, it's shifting fine. It's running, seems to be okay. It's just making a loud noise, and I can't pinpoint where it's from. It's got to be coming from the transmission. So I don't know. get some gas and then get her home. I had to come and check on my buddy Thor. Oh, Bubba. Oh, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, guys. Well, I just got back from test driving it. Took it out for probably about half hour, 20 minutes or so. And same thing as usual. Initially, when you first start driving, you don't hear any noise, and then after it warms up, you start hearing the noise. When you come to stops, it goes away. It doesn't go away when you push the clutch in. It's definitely something going on inside the transmission. So yeah, kind of at a standstill on that right now. It is what it is. It's got almost $100 of fresh fluids in it though, but we're eventually gonna have to get a new transmission, or at least get a used one and then get this one rebuilt. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you for tagging along. Thank you again to all my subscribers and everybody who's been watching. Yeah, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and drop a comment as well. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Look at this. Came back to a little friend. Hi, buddy. You're cool. A little fuzzy on you. Let's go release you. Be free, bud.